On today's show, we brought an Irish dancer into the studio to teach Krish the Leprechaun a St. Patrick's Day dance.
And finally, we talk about TAFE member about her experiences. These segments and more on this edition of Blue Hawk Talk.
What's rocking, Rock Nation, and welcome back to another episode of Blue Hawk Talk Season 6. Live from Studio 1060, I'm Yuktha Vangavei.
And I'm Yurem Ramirez.
And we have a great show in store for y'all today, starting with Yurem catching you up on everything going around the hill. Yurem?
Thank you, Yuktha. Culture Flag Parade on Friday. Make sure to dress in traditional cultural clothes. In addition to dressing up, the Student Council is planning a cultural flag parade that will contain all 82 of the flags present at our school. This event will take place during school similar to a pep rally, and 1 to 2 people from each nation will walk with their flag down to the arena to showcase their country. There will also be performances during the parade. Sign up for Big Art Day chalk murals by March 12th. Teams up to 4. You do not have to be a student in art to participate. All chalk supplies will be provided. Theme is Metamorphosis Prom Fit Party on March 12th. From 4 to 7 at Men's Warehouse in Prosper. Students can stop by to get professionally measured for suits or tuxedos and start planning their perfect prom look. A florist will also be on site to help with corsages and boutonnieres. Moving over to organizations, DECA participated in their state competition at Hilton Inn Atoll in Dallas from February 19th to the 21st. Congratulations to all the state finalists and ICDC qualifiers for their efforts. Next, hosts that competed in their area competition from 20th to the 21st. Congratulations to all that placed, and congrats to those who advanced to state. Unified District has their A competition this Friday at home. Make sure to come out and cheer for them. Film went down to Austin 2 weeks ago for ATPI, where they won second artistic video competition. Last week, they went down to Austin again for UIL, where they received bronze for their narrative film, Yolks on You. TAFE also participated in their state competition, with many students being qualified for nationals. Congrats to all students who placed gold, silver, and bronze. Stay tuned for an interview with a TAFE student who made history for Rock Hill. In preparation for St. Patrick's Day, Irish step dancer Madison DeFelice was in studio to teach Krish the Leprechaun an Irish step dance.
Hello everyone, I'm Krish and I'm here with
Madison.
And today she's going to be teaching me how to do an Irish jig dance.
Krish on campus.
Okay, the first thing you're going to do is point your toe in front, your right toe. Maybe cross it. You want to be crossed. Okay, now it's really important in Irish dance you keep your arms in.
Okay.
Can't move your arms.
Keep my arms.
The first thing you're going to do is hop. So you're going to bring your foot to your knee and hop. Good. Then you're going to step to the right and bring your left foot back. Then you do it on left foot.
On the left, okay.
So put your left foot in front. So this is a beginner reel. So kids will learn this when they first start, usually at the age of 5.
So do you think I'm better than most kids probably?
No. Hop, 2, 3, hop, 2, 3, hop, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now switch. Ready? 5, 6, 7, 8. Hop, 2, 3, hop, 2, 3, hop, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes.
All right, so to conclude, I think I did a really good job, compared to most other beginners and advanced people. So, that's just my thoughts. Obviously, I'm probably the best Irish dancer because I'm a leprechaun. But yeah, what do you think?
There's room for improvement.
Yeah, so you heard it from her. I'm the best Irish dancer out there, and you can't beat me. So
If you want to learn this traditional Irish step dance, follow along and play back the tutorial.
Joining us now is Caroline, who just made school history as the first student from Rock Hill High School to take first place in the Educational Leadership Fundamentals essay competition. Well, congratulations and thank you on coming here on our show. I just wanted to ask you, what exactly is this competition?
So it's basically a 20 to 30 question test. We take that before the state competition, and then if we qualify, basically get above a 90, we then go on to write an essay at the state competition at Teach Tomorrow Summit, and in 30 minutes, and it's a random essay prompt.
And then how long is this essay have to be?
It's about 4 to 5 paragraphs, pretty much as you can write in the 30-minute timer.
And then how exactly did you prepare for this competition?
So before the test, I tried my hardest to study on the Quizlet and all the possible developmental ideas and philosophies. And then before the test, it is a random prompt. So I kind of just wrote sample essays and then refreshed myself on developmental philosophers and ideas.
And then how long have you been in Taffy?
I've been in Taffy for 2 years, since the beginning of my sophomore year.
And how has Taffy helped you? Because I know you want to be a teacher, so how has it helped you in that aspect?
I believe it's really given me the opportunity to connect with kids. I'm a part of the Ready, Set, Teach program, so I get to intern in a second grade classroom every day, which is really fun. It gives me an idea on how I can teach and connect with the students. And then we also do kids camp, which we basically just get to be camp counselor, hang out, play, with ages pre-K to 5th grade.
And how has it been with the kids? What has been your favorite memory with them?
I'd say just building all these connections. I get a lot of drawings dedicated to me and a lot of gifts. I actually have a collection of bracelets that they've given me, which is really cute and really fun.
Well, thank you for joining us here in the studio.
Thank you. I'd just like to congratulate all the national qualifiers and those who placed gold and silver and bronze in state and even at area who didn't advance. They all tried their best.
And I know Rock Hill did get outstanding chapter, right, at Taffy, the state competition?
Yeah, it was an honor.
So congratulations to you guys and everyone who qualified for nationals. Well, finally, we had art competition in Vase recently, and we spoke to the art teacher, Miss Scott, to highlight the state placers.
So Vase is an art contest that we held every year. It's just for Texas though, so the whole state of Texas participates in it. It's kind of like our UIL competition, so just like sports, this is what we have instead. So this year we had 111 students participate, and then out of the 111, I believe 105 got the highest score of a 4, which the ranking goes from 1 to 4. So if you get a 4, then yay, you've done the best that you could do. And then out of the 105 students that went, we actually have 9 students going to state base. So they're going on to the next level where they're going to get judged again and scored again. And then they have the possibility of possibly getting a gold seal.
Moving over to pop culture, we have some sad news. Eric Dane did pass away at 53 with ALS, and he launched his career by playing Mark Sloan, aka McSteamy, in Grey's Anatomy, and acted in many shows, and hopefully his story will bring more awareness to ALS. And obviously ALS is a very fast-moving disease, and obviously he didn't have much time to spend with his family, but I know he did create an ALS foundation to help research because there's not a cure for ALS at this moment. And I know he also did do a video with Netflix to have show one last piece of his life and for his kids and for everyone to see what he went through.
Yes, I mean, it definitely was a meaningful story for everybody, and just I guess for everyone in that specific industry, he was a part of Grey's Anatomy for more than I believe it was more than 10 years that he was a part of that show, and he branched out and went into other filmmaking, movies, and shows, and for his death to just for his decease to just progress so fast, it definitely you could tell it was important for him to obviously make that important and to speak about it and make it aware for everyone to know before obviously he passed.
Yeah, I understand exactly, because I know it was a shock to all, because a couple of days ago I know before his death there was videos of him just with his family and living a normal life, and then for that to come out and that he died, I was very shocked to see that.
Yes, and then with his last words, I know there was a bit of conversation about how some people felt like his words should have been private, some people were bothered that Netflix did make that to where it could be put out to the public. And But I felt like with watching his words and all that, I really feel like he only had good intentions for it.
No, I think he intended it for it to go to the public because he wanted everyone to know like what he was going through, and he just wanted to have awareness for this disease because this disease does like travel through your body so quickly and just deteriorate everything. And I know he just wanted to find a cure for this so that everyone with it can live a normal life at one point again.
Yes, most definitely. After 30 years of playing the final girl, Sydney Prescott, in the iconic Scream franchise, Neve Campbell is parting ways after Scream 7. So I know that with, I guess I'm going to call it a sequel only because there's just so many movies. It is something that is very popular. It is a movie. It's a tradition. When Halloween comes around, or even after Halloween, I know a lot of people, they just love the Scream movies. And for her to just be, I guess, like an OG character, kind of like, obviously, like Mark Sloan, it is something very meaningful. And it is something that a lot of people I've noticed were talking about with when she made the decision to be parting ways.
And I also know that like what is it? This is the 7th movie, right?
Yes.
So and I know this movie was like a gate point from like the new characters coming in and the old characters parting away. So like Scream 8 is going to showcase a lot more new characters and more talent going into it.
Most definitely.
And then moving over, this past Tuesday we had a rare blood moon total lunar eclipse across the nation. Were you able to see the lunar eclipse?
Unfortunately, I wasn't. I was sleeping. I believe it was it was around 4 in the morning.
Yeah.
It was. No, I was dreaming. Maybe I might have saw it in my dreams, but I did not. I didn't actually. If anything, I wasn't even aware that it was gonna be happening. I mainly it's kind of funny. I mainly find these things out like on TikTok, but it's like I always find out either like days later, So no, unfortunately, I wasn't able to. Were you?
No, I was asleep as well. But one of my friends did try to did like wake up and try to see, but she told me it was very cloudy. So across like North Texas, no one was really able to see it because it was so cloudy.
Yeah.
And then lastly, Paramount did win the bidding war for the Warner's Bros. Over Netflix with a $111 billion offer, which is a huge amount for this. And obviously I think we're going to see a lot of kids go from Netflix to Paramount because of the movies going over there.
Most definitely. I feel like, Netflix has obviously just been a core, I guess like a core subscription, an OG subscription that everyone had. It's always had like the shows that everyone has talked about. So unfortunately for them to lose that bidding for it to go to Paramount, I do think that there is going to be some major changes for people switching over to that like subscription instead.
Well, that's all we have for this edition of Blue Hawk Talk. I'm Yuktha Vangavei.
And I'm Yurem Ramirez.
Keep rocking in Blue Hawks.